In this video we'll explore the slicer tool. With the help of this tool, we'll discover how easy it is to make very complex figures very fast, just with a few mouse clicks. To open the slicer tool, press the slicer toolbar button. The slicer tool window comprises three main areas: the sound file strips, the parameters, and the recorder track. There are 6 available sound file strips. To each you can assign a sound file. The sound files are the same used in the current project. Once you've chosen a file, you should slice it into separated chunks across the file's duration. To do so, enter a threshold value and press the knife button to slice the file. The number of chunks will depend on the chosen amplitude threshold, so, the lower this number is, the bigger the number of chunks will be obtained. You can try several times until you get the desired configuration. You can play back the slices simply by mouse click dragging over the sound wave. Samples will be played continuously as you drag. The vertical axe inside each strip is mapped to transposition. In the parameters section you can define how each chunk will be produced in what concerns sample playback direction, forward, backwards, or a random combination of both methods. Loudspeakers distribution. Delay, defined as a high-range low-range value. Amplitude envelope. There are 4 available slots for amplitude envelope. The active ones will be randomly applied to each sample. You must have at least one active. Use the orange button to activate/deactivate them. You can also define a global volume to each strip, as well as the MIDI range for transposition. The orange slider controls the sound file strip's global volume level, and the blue range sliders define the MIDI transpose range. In the filter tool, the approach is like what we've covered before. You choose a filter type and then define 2 different filter settings. To each generated sample, a filtering between these 2 settings will be randomly applied. You can play freely in this instrument and record the result. At any moment you can play back the result, or any selection. You can copy whatever you want from the recorder track and import it as a new figure, using the Import button. Save it in the figures library, and you're ready to continue modifying it as any other figure. This ends this tutorial. Thank you for watching.